Mary Donaldson surprised many with her latest public appearance as Queen of Denmark with a stance of absolute indifference. Just 2 weeks ago, Denmark had a historic moment that will be remembered by many and especially by the current monarchs of the Danish country. At the proclamation events we were able to see her radiant, an image that contrasts with that of her last public appearance, which is the complete opposite. This decision has caused great controversy as news about Genoveva Casanova continues to cause headaches for the Danish crown, unsettling even its foundations. For this reason, any gesture of any of the main characters is analyzed in detail to know how they are experiencing the whole situation. This weekend, an Australian woman attended a sporting event alone. It is a handball match that took place in Germany on the occasion of the final between Denmark and France. Mary is a sports fan and demonstrates this throughout her time with Frederick. However, even though he enjoyed it, his attitude towards the aforementioned event was surprising. First of all, she was wearing glasses as opposed to the usual contact lenses we are used to. On the other hand, during the match, he as a fan experienced the defeat of his country and eventually lost the final. But without doubt the most striking of all was his attitude during the game, as there was a certain indifference to what was happening. Even in some of the applause that the cameras managed to capture, there was a certain reluctance. On the other hand, this has been a common trend ever since Frederick proclaimed himself King of Denmark. In addition, if you analyze the latest photos from this weekend, you can notice a certain regret on her face, a shame that may be unwarranted because of all the controversy she has faced since last November. In any case, Mary, as Queen of the country, did not hesitate for a second to publicly congratulate the players at the event she attended in Germany. What a final! Well fought. It was close and it was exciting to be there. It was an impressive effort, congratulations on the silver medal, wrote the monarch. In this way, she expressed her enthusiasm for participating in the sporting event, despite the defeat of the country she rules. But this weekend was not the only event attended by the Australian, as the day before she surprised with her presence in the theatre of the Danish capital. This time she was not alone, as she was accompanied by her husband all the time. This time their attitude was completely different, as happiness was transmitted through marriage, seen as a way to cope with all the unrest that has arisen in our country and to which they are no strangers. Kongelig Theatre in Copenhagen dressed up for the presentation of the ballet Cinderella, directed by Gregory Dean. The current royals didn't want to miss this premiere, and that's why they came under the scrutiny of everyone present, completely unaware that they were about to have the invaluable presence of their mandates. In fact, the entire audience started giving them a standing ovation when they noticed their stay in the box theater. The couple was very united in their recent public appearances, besides being the living embodiment of happiness. A fact that no doubt contrasts with the Australian woman's solo performances. However, it is a gesture that shows that despite all the differences, they are experiencing a good moment. In addition, the fact that Mary wore a pendant with the letter F at a sporting event this weekend is particularly significant. Finally, we must also remember that they have not started their time as monarchs very well, as the first decision they made pissed off the Danes. This is the reform they intend to implement at Fredensborg Palace, $1 million reform that the Danish people consider unnecessary because of the increase in the budget law to match the royal family's allocation. A decision that is completely disliked.